feel like I didn't really capitalize on that. Okay. Well, that was really quick. Do I have sound? I feel like I don't have sound. Am I not on the right page? I'm just not on the right page. Right, cat program. Yeah. Okay, so there's going to be 12 primitive roots in U49. That's a weird pick. Don't see that every day. Veil myself, I think. Don't know. Just throw on a jacket, except to wear shirts. So we can say show that because according to this, what the hell? Stack Overflow. This dude came up with a full-bodied theorem. Suppose that P. Here's another way to see it, so that you don't have to take so many powers. Yeah, there's a lot of powers. That's exactly my problem right now. Suppose that P is an odd prime. Yeah, if G mod P is a primitive root for ZPZ, but I'm not dealing with primes, am I? Call me crazy, unless we're doing. I think this is the second solution, and I just didn't understand it. Maybe this guy's gonna explain it better. Mod P squared, right? Because I'm already dealing in squared space. Because this is 49, which is 7 squared. Then G is a primitive root. If G to the P minus 1 is congruent to 1 mod P squared, then G plus P is a primitive root of P squared. G plus P. Okay, that's exactly what I have written here. I just didn't understand what the hell this was written because it doesn't have a very well done explanation. The second solution is so much better. First find the primitive root, so but if they did 9, and 9 squared is not 18. Did I miss right 18 instead of 81? No, so root 18 so consistently everywhere. Now let's apply this result to the example where P equals 7, yeah, sure. There are 5, 5P, so 5, 6 is 2. Yeah. Primitive roots, namely 3 and 5. Okay, well, I'll figure this out. I think I'll use this guy's examples to do these things. What am I up against here? How much auto attack speed to get my quick quest just for freely? My body is really jacked up here. See, she's right down there. Get out of here, man. Really chilling it back here. Are they going for like a gank or something? Hook playing. Over time. I was kind of. I guess we're just going to go for a hook kill. Oh, I should have looked up for that a little bit better. I kind of hate this map for what it is, to be honest. It's harder to see the shammers during night time. I hate this map for a lot of reasons, but I hate the viz on this map for that specifically. Careful, our stitches tanky, but limit. I don't really want to be the one who's in that, but I will if required. Not that surprised. I happen to have this really good armor as a trait though, so I'm not too worried. Let them know. So much you can do. Is there stitches in there? Yeah, that's fine. Be a bit careful with anybody coming up to me. My bad. I honestly thought I was going to get healed into it. But I didn't really look at her mana, even remotely. But after I saw that I died, it looked like she had nothing. Just a poor decision on my part. But it's nothing. She came back in to get the kill, trade on me, and sacrificed herself. So we both sort of sacrificed ourselves. I'm not certain if she was guaranteed death. Just want to soak ourselves up, get as much of an advantage as we can to get this pre-10 as we got our terror at the start, and they didn't. Just gotta really capitalize on that pre-10 plate. these guys out. Except it's not super necessary. Can. So close. So close. I see Nova. Seems the rest of the team didn't though. I can tap and then help clear camps. Sonya can manage a lot quicker than I think we can if we're going to take both. We're not really capitalizing as much as I'd like though on as much as I'd like on the we've got to get another tear. Pretty sure these things, yeah, can be blinded. I don't know if they miss still, but definitely give me still my ramped damage. They've got that. Could be unwise to force it. They're short people. I guess they're short of Nova as well. What? But I grabbed all of these.
It's over for now, but don't get too...
Suppose not.
Return again. A terror has grown for your enemies, heroes. Nicely done. The terror shall sap the life from your enemy.
Just gonna watch. Pollinate.
You've uprooted a fort.
Damn it, if I'd hit that I would have killed her. I really hope you were going to push in. Turns out we did the opposite of push in. So there was, I basically short that Nova, and if we pushed in, she had 1 HP left. to actually head into the back. I think a leap would have been a lot better against their lineup than that. I genuinely don't understand why she would take that over the leap. Like, when they're especially for killing a medic. Who do we want to get on? Backline. Like these 3 squishies. Just get rid of them. Backline. Get in there. Get them all done. Yeah, so it is completely blinded block. Good contribution, Lance. Really? Come on. Situations like that, just trying to maximize my damage output. That's such a long death too. I could have trying to figure out this maths problem. No. Okay, 5 5p. There are 2 primitive roots and 5 5p. So I've already done 5 5p, and that's 12. So there's 12 primitive roots. In my example, I feel super safe. Restore teams away. This Stitches. This is gonna go for like. It's not the one I wanted to hit. I got Pierce, so it didn't matter. Cheers, great man. Yeah, you're not outrunning this. Okay, now let's apply the results. Oh wait, no. So the results here, example, where p equals 7 in Z. There are 5p, two primitive roots, namely 3 and 5. So how does he know that though? Just instantly knows that 3 and 5 are the primitive roots in 7. So I have 5 p in 7. So the primitive roots in. I want to be able to explain this on my homework, so I need to understand this. And I also might be able to do it in this midterm coming up. I don't think I got a response from anyone. So I logged into this one game. I don't care what point that statistic is. It's useless. Find any bullshit way to make you feel happy. Oh, I did some damage against a plant. Okay. So I found a primitive root in U49, but first again, okay, whatever. Develop. Val Salonis or tennis. I think it Valley Salonis over tennis. One bad. I have no idea who found show. I was reading though. I don't think Tron at first pick and giving them both of those is worth it. Tron's not gonna just win an arbitrary. No. I don't think we'll win a DPS race. I would have rather play Vala. I think she does a lot of damage against the Angels past level 7. She'll have her quest, level 4 quest done pretty soon at post 7, and she'll be able to do her double bolt spam with Monster Hunter, doing about like 3k damage at level 7 in a burst. Pretty much instantaneous, doing it safely while also putting out a ton of auto attack damage. By comparison to Tron, who does jack shit with a small uptime on it, and you need to pick a ton of auto attackers for it to be of value. And then she gets the aura at 4, but I mean, it's not safe damage. If they're gonna de-push us at all, Vala gets safe damage, you know. DPS races don't just usually happen after like the first time, then just move in to defend. With Vala, they still have the same damage. Okay. So we can say that in Z Z, so, and Z. Instead, so, and Z. So, blah, blah, blah. The primitive roots are 3 and 5. According to this. But so if I was in the space of 7, that means phi is 6. 6 has the properties of having the divisors 1, 2, 3, 6. The prime values, so it needs to be 6 divided by 2 because 3, 6 divided by 3 equals 2, so I don't need to check powers of 2. 2. So 2 to the power of 2 is 4, 2 to the power of 3 is 8, which is -1. Wait, what?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, it is 1. Right, so it is 1. So 2 is not a primitive root. So it's not 9. 7. Oh shit. I was paying attention. Okay, good. Still got hit. Get him. Two isn't, so then you can check 3. 3 to the power of 2 is 9, which isn't whatever. I Junkrat's so much. I don't see our team winning this. I don't think Junkrat's amazing on this level, but what? I hit. One person I get to actually hit. Perfect timing. They're already winning theirs. Did they kill our Ragnos? Why is he back? Just back to heal up, I suppose. Presumably they're where they need to go, so this should hit. Okay, see? What a waste. Wait, we're not going to win this. Now we're just going to have 0 damage. Really turn around. Good. Why is he not sieging with his team? It makes no sense. I don't really want to lose our fountain, so we've got to defend against him. something out of our asses. Just lost a fort for it, I suppose. Not the end of the world. If we can get a decent EXP advantage with this ransom being down. Doesn't seem like it's down there. Don't want to take those now. But I guess I'm just gonna. I want to help out Ragnaros. He's got a disadvantage. I really want to go help Ragnaros. Okay, now we have a chance of being able to do some of this stuff. I could be healing him a bit more because I want to back from mana. Don't want to play this too foolishly. Can these guys get up to us? They can play defensive. I want to be on the offense of the team. Defense again. Worked out really well like some other times. Just feel like they're gonna poke it down before we can possibly. Always a chance. Let's see what we can do. Defense. I wasn't throwing a ton of heals at you because I think I honestly could throw an E at it to kill it. No, don't suicide. We got our tennis. No, we have nothing to push with this though, hey? There's a chance, there's a chance, there's a chance. Get that Anuga rack back quickly. I don't want to go to Store Probe, but I'll take the Shadow Stock just for that extra bit of healing. That's our angel. They're getting a fort out of our angel. too. It took forever to rotate out. Let me see. Oh, there. Yeah. Oh, here. I want to defend against either our base or our hard cannon. One of the two. Ragnar's can use his innate to go in there and maybe push a wee bit better. Shit, if I'd hit that, I honestly think it would have been a lot closer. Well, obviously, if I'd done damage, they would have had more damage on them. Good statement. We're gonna go offense or defense here. I just want to make up our opinion. Try to snipe it. Minimize that shield damage at this point. Kind of expected a vault. Not gonna kill me on this. I should have. Maybe they'd be there. Seems a wee bit too risky. Come on, man. Oh, I fired it forward. Back would be better after we took their camp. Big heal. Big heal. There we go. I don't know if he wants heals or not. Just from a glance. Especially didn't go for the attack speed though, isn't that at this level 4 attack speed? There's that. No, okay, no, it's a 16 ability. For some reason I'm just, I guess, mixing it up with that with the you just stay there. Does he know I'm here? Because yeah, suicide. Mine is so annoying. Those blinds are so annoying. We're gonna go core them in the next few seconds here. I don't think we can do it. They're gonna be alive. I don't think we should push core. defense. Got somebody on the right. I'm gonna just heal myself up. Holy shit. No, we sure shit can't. Jesus Christ, people just settling asses down. Cool, all wasted. We're alive. It's gonna come down to the next angel. Manage to stay alive until they push. I wonder how angry they are at that Vala for not taking appropriate times. No, they both all mounted up right before I shot. A bit risky, to be perfectly honest. So annoying that that's done on it. Somebody's backing him, right? As to where this other one is, I remember. Get in there, auto attack with all their zoning pumps. Oh, you're getting any. I'm dead. Abilities that displace you in an instant cast with massive slow at the end. Iron balance. As long as they're base kit, it's so much better. I don't think we're gonna win here. I think we actually just lose right now. Huh.
Our core is under attack.
It's game over. I didn't want this draft from the start, and I expressed that during the draft.
MVP.
But they didn't really listen. Shit happens. I really want them to take that stupid MVP screen out of this game. There's no value. Maths. Permanent roots and 3. Permanent roots of 7 and 3 and 5. So, right, so 3 squared is no, that needs to be 3 to the well, yeah, okay, whatever. 3 squared equals 9, which equals 2, 7, and 3 cubed equals 2 times 3, which equals 6, which is -1. And why my first pick 3 games in a row? I would enjoy being able to play characters that aren't counterable. Or did I get him? Sorry for the clap. I had this stupid fly in my room for a while now, and it's agile. Haunted Minds, Haunted Minds, Haunted Minds. They are so honest, which kind of sucks. I would have played her. And made first pick too. Oh, whatever. always forget that it's going to end game clock. Is there a hero I specifically want to play right now? I could get a chest if we win a late game Cassia match. I don't really want to play Li Ming, but I think I'll do Cassia because Li Ming just ends up having a bunch of tanks and garbage. Cassia's not a terrible first pick in matches. Okay, and 5 squared is the same as 25 mod 7. 21 is 4. And 5 cubed equals 4 times 5 equals 20 equals -1. Okay. So, I showed the maths as to how I found the primitive roots of and 5, 7, 5, 5, 7 is 5, 7, 5, 7 equals 2, right? Because it's 5, 6, which is 2. So 5, 5, 7, 2 prims. That task number's not exactly for me. I don't really auto attack a ton. Alright, explain the maths. So I know there's 2 primes. I found them both. In Z49 there are 12, which I explained up here. 12 primitive roots. If H is a primitive root in modulo 49, then H is a primitive root modulo 7. So that means 3 and 5 are both. So 5 is going to be a primitive root mod base mod 49. Right, that makes sense, okay. So H is equivalent to 3 or 5 mod 7. There are 7. Why 7? Okay, there are 7 such H is congruent to 3, and 7 such H is congruent to 5 mod 7. That's 14 candidates for primitive roots, which 12 are primitive roots. Those which are not primitive roots must satisfy H of P minus 1 are congruent to 1 mod P squared. 3 of 3 to the power of 7 to the power of 6 is congruent to 3 to the power of 7 times 6 is congruent to 1. And 7 to the power of 7 is congruent to 1 mod 7. By Euler's theorem, 5 over 9 equals 42. 7 times 6 is 3 to the power of 7 is congruent to 3 mod 7. It's 5 to the power of 7 is congruent to 5 mod 7. Right, from Matt's little theorem, we conclude that I was hated FLT. Yeah, FLT. Conclude that 3 to the power of 7 and 5 to the power of 7 are the 2 exceptions. I got half of that down here. What I don't have is the back half. Just Fermat's little theorem say. Fermat's little theorem says that a prime with a power. I got my notes. Prime with a power is congruent to 1 for the prime to the power minus 1. Should I remember everything was right before that? Or right after it? They picked nobody who wanted to auto attack into a Cassia. It's a bit over compensating for a single blind. Masters, that's fine. Go on Q build so I can poke the back ones easy-ish. Not super easy, I've got to get good angles to really hit them. So you can hit them from the sides.
Get ready for combat, heroes.
Huh? What do you say? Ready to start the show?
We're starry already. As the oracles have proceed.
Battle commencing in
FLT, x to the p minus 1 is congruent to 1 mod p. I have, I guess, a mod p because that's 7, and x to the p minus 1, so x to 6.
Make haste.
I don't want to do these big fights, it just feeds a lot of quest points into what's this nuts for free. That guy, Kel'Thuzad. Wow. That's what I get for trying to get into the background deeps. Okay, Gradient up top is fine. Actually, I'm just gonna rotate it. But... oh my god, what is up with me? How come I can't hit a spell for the life of me? I suppose that matter. I suppose. I just want to kill you. Whoa! I gotta watch out for that toss. No, that route sucks. I'm dead.
is beyond. The mines will open shortly.
Knew it was coming. I didn't think I was within range. Turns out I was. I need to get a haircut maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Just have to log into Facebook and contact me. Hairdresser I haven't been to her since I got back to Canada. So I should get the same place. That'll be fine. You can eat still for one more spot. What's up, y'all? Got that for you. I should have waited for that. Let's go do some mine shenanigans. Four in a second here. Looks like they're fighting down bottom. I kind of want to go assist that. I'll have about 2 roots and maybe a taunt. I should be able to keep my movement active. 2 roots. Yeah, actually, Bail. God damn it. Let's do it as well. Team's rocking 2 DPS. I feel like you shouldn't head down there with just a couple people. You should be taking the camps right now. Is that what Dazzler's up to? It really should be. Why is it just Greymane and me doing all the smart stuff? Thank you. You can even take the siege camp. Still got a few seconds to be able to take it. Greymane's dead. Not bad.
And so the bone golems fall, dust to dust.
Just gonna grab this. Now we can split one. Okay, well, just gonna get pushed around a wee bit. I'm sure I'll be able to start moving any moment now. I like all of them now, but I didn't want to be doing that stuff. That vision. No. I pretend, so yes, I'd like to force a couple issues, but not without Greymane. With Greymane, hells yeah. Oh my god, when they just stack everything on top of you to rip no matter what, especially when you're a character based on physical armor. I don't know how we're supposed to deal with the double tank setup with only 2 DPS and a Tastar that doesn't actually help really anyone. That draft is super bizarre. We gotta get rid of 2 tanks, get to the back lines. We just have to try and out DPS with a single healer, I suppose, but that's not super easy. Yeah, just dead. You get tossed, and then you get killed because they got like 5 different AoE spells on top of you. We're still ahead, but we're about to fall behind in the mines, I presume. Okay, maybe they didn't go down. Someone pull out, but I just sort of assumed they'd go down. I guess they're just taking camps, which are just going to get deep pushed. On the top is safer. I saw it say so separated. It's annoying. Stick together, stick together. Remain safe up top. They went up top, so we're fine now. We can either do, maybe we get that bottom one. We might have to fight for it. And then we might just go for boss and play it safe. Nice. Okay, why are we not killing this guy? There's just a healer around us, but for some reason we weren't putting the boots to him. It's only 8 health. But it's something. I might as well get it without mounting up. I only lose like 10% movement speed. I'd take the camp, but there's no way I'm doing that alone without sustaining more damage. I'm way more about healing right now. Oh god. Found a couple enemies. Anybody else notice that? I got rid of the got rid of the wall. I'm happy. What am I doing here? There it is. Really far off. Oh, I'm not gonna put anything on defense. It's not terrible, but we still might lose the with a full wall. I think it'll die to the fort. It's a super risky fight to take though while I'm still dead. Spell VTC, he can go balls deep on that mouth. Yo. Ah. There we go. I run faster than you. Really destroy a lot of our potential DPS by doing that. TTC. Turned it into one. Thought the team would be there quicker. Turned out they weren't. Oh. Did I get him? Yeah, boy. Traded. Not what I wanted. I was really hoping we could just punish him because he was out of position with the rest of his team. But it turns out my team was, I guess, not paying attention to the character encroaching in their turf. Well, we had a big advantage. I had that Pierce. It'll really help a lot in the fight against double tanks. I love it. Makes me so I can't siege walls as well. Damage-wise, siege-wise, but against people behind those walls, just shreds them. Did you guys stop? Oh. Cast it. If I had hit my one previous one, I would have got her. That's really unfortunate. We're just getting shredded in these team fights sometimes, eh? Another fly. What is up with this infestation in my room? No food in here. Bloody tissues. Let's finish that thing. Wait, that was up. That's done. I really like the indefinite ones, but they're really... But the armor and the attack range, but how much am I really attacking? I wish I could get a breakdown of how much auto attack damage I'm putting in, because I'm not auto attacking a ton. I'm squeaking it in when I can. Stop. Oh, I can't. Surrounded. Just leaves me in a very peculiar position, which I have to try to move in and save everybody as they're getting deleted. Not the best position to be in. Let's see, haircut. And I think I want to do, if I'm feeling good, that coffee usually makes me feel like shit later into the day. If I can manage to rest well-ish, which I'm not certain I'll do. I'll play one more game after this, because I don't want to be first pick 4 times in a row. I don't think it'll keep on giving me first pick that often. Top 4's rip. It's not good. I'm gonna go defend. So it was good. Just trying to keep like their backlines busy, but I just missed those last 2 shots. Nobody saw that though. Why did he buy back? Oh, because we're GG pushing. Shit. Might be. I wasn't paying attention. I think they can still do that. I didn't chase down that final here, so I wasn't really paying attention to what everybody's movements were. GG. But I got that defense down. Yeah, the entire idea was to try and avoid the tanks for me and get into their backline, because they can't actually fight me very efficiently if I'm not getting killed by a Garrosian variant. Alright, last game, and then I'm gonna finish up my homework and then head to bed. Put my chest and celebrate. Like 3 times. Top dollar, quality skins. Right. Actually, just going to bit.
Cursed hollow.
What? First pick 4 games in a row. Every single game. First pick. Not even like at the top. Genuine first pick. What the hell? They just don't want me to ever be able to play Tracer without dealing with like 50 counters? Zebo or Li Ming? Go to Zebo. Alright, I got that. Question 4, part A. Did I have a note about this one? Oh, right, I think you made like a small addendum saying something. Homework number 5, question 4A. Assume B to be greater than or equal to 2. B can't equal 1. Brackets, B is greater than or equal to 2. Let set of B be in unit n, u of n with 0 is less than or equal to B is less than n. So 0 is less than or equal to B is less than n, but we've got our own addendum here saying that 0, B has to be greater than or equal to 2, okay? So B is greater than or equal to 2. That's what he wrote. He wrote that. I'm sticking with it. And B is in set U N. Take us to Los Vikings. Let E be the order of B of N. E is the order of B of N. Oh, this is going to be annoying because I'm not super good with this. Prove that log N over log B is less than E. Hint, direct proof using the definition of order and congruence. That's so rough. Okay. No, I think that one's actually not the hardest, as long as I can sort of hint direct proof. Congruence is orders. They grow, right? They've got that graph, right? So as long as I can show like a base case set, via direct proof, I should be able to prove just by definition that as long as E is net, it's going to continue to grow. The downside is I don't know how good that proof works. So I didn't get my homework back for the last assignment yet. Let's realize using the same sort of proof. Okay, game time. Alright, last game of the night. We've got a 4-stack and a 5-stack and me. Cool. Texaris, Stitches, TLV, Genji. Are we gonna fight mid? I suppose if we do, I'd rather have. I'm so torn because I love both builds, but I think I'll go Toads. I think I'll go Toads. It kind of sucks. I really enjoy spider builds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, what are you waiting
I wonder if these guys are gonna let me get super fat stacks. Or conventional. Eat the toads. Cheers. so I don't care about my health. I'm just gonna do a nice preemptive tap. No. Didn't get it. I wonder how much he's paying attention to him. Can I throw toads at him? No. He's actively microing the guy I'm not even fighting. You might have to fight the one that's actively microed. The other ones. Eric AFK. And by AFK I mean Biz. No, it's not. Hell of a time getting my toad stacks. Dead.
Gather tribute and earn my favor.
I'm gonna be late for this. My death is not very well timed. Can I get any more of those? That is all. That was nice. It wasn't super delayed. Gotcha. Oh. Gotcha. Oh no, I'm gonna... I think I'm dead already. Yeah, he's literally poison on me. Yeah, dude. Part A is to prove something plus something log something.
Gather tribute or face my curse. The choice is simple.
He's got it. He doesn't need assistance. Alright. No one else showed up, so that's theirs again. By again, I mean, I don't know why I said again. That's theirs. Period. First time. We might have two. Stack was 30 some. Alright, but your wall's dead. Hmm. I wasn't really watching the draft as I was reading my math homework, but I don't know why we gotta let a Genji get picked into a Nazebo and a Chromie. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be super great for us. The longer this delay is, the better this is for the Vikings. Can't you kill that Olaf? Still worth the XP. Take us into double tank, plus a Genji. Yeah, you're dead. Please, thank you. I was not part of this draft, but it looks like we just got handled here. I'm dead. We let a tank take us in versus double tank, and a Genji in versus 2 back on the mages. I wonder what our bans were. I don't know what the draft order was. It just seems really weird. My stacks are so low. I'm stuck having to fight at these things all this time to just being able to like push. What am I taking here? Armor's kind of good, I suppose. I suppose. How am I even considering it? Oh my God. I'm just going to meet them because I know it's a 4-star, so they're going to jump to his target defense. Yes, the wall was not helping, but how are we going to outrun a Stitches and a Genji? And with magic, I mean, last I saw that slows, and so does this. Try killed her again there somehow. I did cast a wall somewhere on that. No.
The enemy is attacking your
Use something spell power, but that's harvesting off of people. But there's always a bunch of people next to me, so. Honestly, because I always have enemies directly on top of me, I might go for that spell power. Usually don't. But they've got Vikings.
Oh, your core is under attack.
And we're just getting swamped in there. So I'm going to give it a go. Give it a try. Lose yet, but I am all like 100 away from getting anything of value with my. Oh, and we're just having to fight over and over and over for like 10 hours at this. Tributes. I guess we get an extra one out of those catapults
Shall we
though.
see who gathers enough tribute this time?
Well, that's not at all what I expected to see. Who takes fly on Ariel? Who the hell takes fly on Ariel? I remember you sold harvest my used to taking it. However, I blocked that wouldn't have done anything but delay the inevitable. I'm just gonna outblock her back. Especially with like a TLV, you get extra value out of that shield. Extra weird. Oh, man. What a shit show. I cannot believe this draft. We'll catch up in EXP, not like actually, but we'll get to 20 and then that'll help a fair bit. It would help a lot more if I had actual stacks, which I don't have. Okay, well, I guess I was getting none of those. Yeah.
Your core is under attack.
What a very, very just bad last match. But I am not doing it. This is definitely my last one. I gotta do homework. It's past midnight now. I gotta do 2 last questions before I head to bed. And they are the ones I struggle the most to understand. Doesn't matter. We just aren't gonna win this. We've lost before our res. Oh, I technically get to res. Oh, no I don't. I was close. Alright guys, that's it for me tonight. I'm gonna head out and do homework things. I'll be on tomorrow if I'm not feeling super sick or anything like that. because I don't know how late I have to stay up to finish up this homework. Probably not too late though, so I should be all right. I want to do at least one or so game of Hero League because I want to get that rank done, and I've only apparently got about a month to do it in. So I'm going to do that probably tomorrow. I might honestly just bang out the last 5 games if I'm feeling all right. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.